Okay, so here's the update on the situation with my new trading idea. Leave comments below on YouTube or comment below on any of the group chat or whatever you want to do if you have issues with this. This is how I figured I'd show you how I'd make it work for the trades, because I found an issue with the fact that your keeper roster that you have right now, since we're not a dynasty league at this time and we can't convert it to a dynasty until we have a full year with no turnover, since we don't have a dynasty league, the capital that we have as players that I have kind of made up from our previous year don't really translate when trying to set it up with the format on Yahoo in their draft. So let me show you here, for example, if I can, oh, it's not gonna let me turn it around, will it? Maybe not. So I'll turn the camera around. So this is what I have here. Like, there's a list of all the players, and then there's the list of like the draft order and stuff. So, man, it's gonna be a little difficult. So I can choose the round, and then choose the player, and what they would be, what they would get. So hypothetically, since I'm on round 1 right now, or actually we'll just say I was going to do a keeper, round 2, I know I have Leonard Fournette on my team. I could go Leonard Fournette, oh whoops, I gave him to Matt, so I'd choose my team right there, and then over, so I'd have, or Michael Thomas, I know I have him on as my team as well, we'll just say that. Okay, so in this instance, I have used all of my 15 draft slots still, but one of my draft slots is used as a keeper, so that would be Michael Thomas. So then I'm not getting any extra spots or players. Now, in regards of like a trade, so hypothetically speaking, again, we'll use Dom as an example, and say Dom was willing to trade, I think he has Kareem Hunt. Hunt, where are you at? Oops. There we go. So Kareem Hunt, let's say he traded him to me, which I'm right here, for a 3rd round pick. Now, so he would get my 3rd round pick, so theoretically this would become Dom, but you can see now, I now don't have 15 slots, and Dom has 16, so that's not even, it doesn't work, it won't actually let us do that. So what I would have to do is I would go down to like the 15th round, and then down here I would say Dom would give me his 15th, where is it at, Read 'em and Weep, and that would become Kareem Hunt. Then it all becomes equal again. So that would mean that I would still have my 15th overall pick right here, like normal, but Dom would not. So in a trade, that would normally just sound like, hey, I'll send you Kareem Hunt for a 3rd round pick. I made it work in the sense that he got my 3rd, so he has the 4th, and he has the 9th of a 3rd round pick, but he also lost his 15th. He no longer has a 15th pick because I got that one, and I had to put Kareem Hunt there. So I'm thinking that if it's a similar situation like that, that I would always take the late round from the person receiving the extra pick, and then so you would kind of move up. It's kind of like moving up a 15th to a 3rd, but I'm getting a player in return. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. The reason why I figure that's okay is, I mean, towards the end of the draft, that 15th pick, it's going to be like a kicker or, you know, somebody like that. And honestly, if you are going out and trading lots of players, yes, it's going to be moving up, and you'll have to give up your 15 and then 14 and 13 and 10 and 9, etc., etc. Kind of adds to the strategy, but also it adds to the fact that you'll just be picking more players towards the top of the draft. So you get more better quality players at the top, and so you'll fill out your roster faster, and you can be done with the draft earlier, I guess, theoretically. If that's a problem, if you guys don't think that's going to work, let me know in the comments or in the group text, or group text. If you need further explanation, let me know. Again, how it would work if I was trading Dom in the video that I showed you. If I was trading Dom, or traded to get Kareem Hunt from Dom, excuse me. If I was trading to get Kareem Hunt from Dom, I would give him my 3rd overall pick, which I showed there. Dom would get my third overall. Then he would theoretically give me his 15th overall pick, but that 15th overall pick would be designated for the player that I received in the trade. So if this went through and then later on I wanted to trade something else, then I would just kind of keep going through and rotating up, and the player that I would receive would come in as like my traded 14th overall pick. Hopefully that makes sense. I think it's still pretty fair. I think it's pretty awesome of an idea. So get out there, look at other people, get to the Google Doc. If you don't have access to the Google Doc, let me know. I put the draft orders up there. I'll be updating it accordingly every time there's a trade transaction. And so, yeah, check it out, do it, make lots of trades.